What is up, y'all? Pokey Lambo here, and today we are going to go over cards in honor of Destined Rivals. And I'm one of those people that I think Destined Rivals is okay. Out of all the Team Rocket sets that we've gotten, it is by far my least favorite. And I know that it's going to be the best set of SVU with the booster boxes, but I would prefer to go back and pick up some of these Pokemon. And we are going to be focusing on the top 10 Dark Pokemon. And we are starting out with the banger here with Dark Marowak. And this card is really cool. It's actually one of the pricier ones, surprisingly. And in a reverse holo here, it's actually $117, which I was pretty surprised with. But this one's really cool. Um, as you can see, the damaged ones, not too bad, but this is a really solid card, I think, to pick up for your collection. And if you're investing into some of these Team Rocket cards, I definitely think you can't go wrong with the Dark Marowak. It's in the same pose as the new Mega Absol from the Mega set. So those two could go really well next to each other if you got a binder. So I'd recommend picking this up so you can stick it right next to him. And in our ninth place spot, we have Dark Tyranitar from Team Rocket Returns. And this one's pretty sweet as well. You got the lightning going on in the background, and Tyranitar just looks like he's on the hunt. And this one, model replay, you can almost pick it up for $20. So it's pretty cool that you can pick up a lot of these dark Pokemon for a pretty good price still, even here on TCG. And of course, these probably aren't graded plays, but they'd look awesome in a binder. And as you can see, most of them are moderately played. It's really hard to find any that aren't, but this one actually doesn't look too bad. So, yeah, I mean, you don't even really have any whitening if those pictures are accurate. So, some really cool cards available right now. And in our next spot here, we have Dark Dragonite, also from Team Rocket Returns. And I might be a little biased because I did open some of this set back in the day. So there's a part of me that does feel nostalgic for Team Rocket Returns. But I just don't think you can go wrong with any of these dark Pokemon, especially Dark Dragonite. So this one's kind of in the same situation where you're in the $20 range. They're damaged, but as you go back in time, a lot of these cards are really hard to find in good condition, and a lot of people have already collected and graded the good ones. So definitely one to keep an eye out for. And next up, we have Dark Typhlosion, and this one's from Neo Destiny. And same situation, damage, the unlimited ones. So yeah, you're looking around the $20 there in the unlimited, but really cool. The art in it is really sweet, and I really love this era of the Pokemon actually looking dark and fierce and like they're in the middle of a battle. So definitely would probably start here with some of the vintage cards, is with the Dark and the Team Rocket Pokemon. And our next one here is Dark Charmeleon, and this is by far my favorite Charmeleon card. And I almost feel like it's my favorite dark Pokemon just because it's drawn in a way where I just have never seen Charmeleon look like this before. And it really does feel like a dark Pokemon. And it's almost different from what a normal Charmeleon would look like. And I love that he looks like a Velociraptor. So really cool. Captures that more dragon side of Charizard. And you can see how big his flame is getting off of his tail right there. And you can just see it's full of all that rage. So really sweet. And this one's a very affordable card, only $5. And I think it'd be an amazing card to pick up. And next up, we got our Dark Raichu, and this is probably one of my favorite Raichus ever. And I'm actually kind of surprised, but this is one of the more expensive ones. But I mean, near mint, that's not bad at all, $100. And I just think for $100, getting this unlimited holo foil is better than, I would say, like 90% of the modern cards that are coming out right now. And with how many of them being printed, I think it'd be pretty nice to add to your collection. And I think a lot of these cards are going to end up going up in value here pretty soon. And we could really be at like the new bottom almost of a lot of these older vintage cards. And I think a lot of the people coming up are going to have more of the appreciation for these older cards. So definitely a great one to pick up. And the holo patterns from this era are just so amazing. So next up we have Dark Gyarados, and same situation with that holo pattern. Looks amazing. I love the way this Gyarados is drawn. It's very unique art for the time too. It kind of looks almost like a wall painting, but really sweet Gyarados. Lightly played for the unlimited is $55. So I think this would be an awesome pickup. And this one is in our number 4 slot. Number 3 is Dark Dragonite, and this is from Team Rocket as well. And this one, I love it because Dragonite's usually drawn derpy. So this one, he kind of looks, he's giving it a little side eye here. But this, the holo pattern is just amazing. The blue, I mean, in person, I gotta imagine this looks even better. And damaged one, just over $50, but I still think that these cards are still so worth picking up, and you can't go wrong with any of these Team Rocket cards. And next up is Dark Blastoise. This was in our Blastoise top cards, and I believe this is our number 2 spot. And yep, $300. So definitely holding up there as one of the best. And I think it's almost a tie and with our first place here, but got to go with the Charizard. This one is just so crazy. The only one that I could really find here, I don't see one with the holo, but 25 for a damaged unlimited, and I'm sure those holo ones are just hard to find right now. But I think any of these dark Pokemon, you can't go wrong, and I honestly think they're 10 times better than anything that you'll get in Destined Rivals. And I'm hoping to eventually find some or maybe pick them up here pretty soon, just because with how expensive sets like Destined Rivals are right now, I don't really see the point in investing in them or really collecting it. But we'll see come next year. Hopefully we get some more reprints, and at that point I think it'd be worth picking up. But in the meantime, I think it might be smart to kind of aim for some of these older dark Pokemon instead of the Team Rocket ones, where they don't really look as aggressive and dark and, I guess evil, which probably is what Pokemon doesn't want to go for. And we have this all loaded in here to rate your Pokemon cards, and I think this looks really solid for a top 10 dark Pokemon. So we'll go through. We already got our Charizard ranked there. Blastoise, we got 5 stars. And honestly, I would probably put most of, if not all of these, at a 5-star just because they're that good. And maybe the Marowak isn't a 5. Like, to me, this is just one of the best Raichus. Same with Charmeleon. I guess we'll do a 4 or 5, like 4.5. 4.5 for Typhlosion. 4.5. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Destined Rivals is as good if not better than Team Rocket Returns, because for me, it just did not do it. It was very disappointing, and I hope in the future we get an actual Team Rocket set where it's not kind of blended in with another set like Heatwave Arena. I think that was kind of lame. I was really hoping that we would see the Dark Pokemon come back, but let me know what you guys think. If maybe there were some other Dark Pokemon that you would have added, and it was pretty hard though because some of the Dark Pokemon are just so sweet from this era. And appreciate you guys watching, and we got the 30th anniversary coming up, so hopefully we get some more cool stuff, and we'll have an exciting another year, and I mean, heck, hopefully another exciting 30 years. So you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.